If you're using stick baits but not quite sure which type to throw and when, this video is for you. What's the difference between floating and sinking stick baits? And did you know that there are actually two different types of sinking stick baits, each with totally different uses? In this video, I'll clear up the confusion, show you how each one works and help you pick the right stick bait for your fishing. First up, we're going to take a look at our floating stick baits. They're generally a very long and slender type of bait. Basically, that is to help the skipping sensation across the surface. And a lot of them will have a flat area under the chin. And that's designed to keep them kind of on top of the water and so they don't go diving down or anything like that. And they're best used when it's not too rough. So if it's calm conditions or a little bit of a chop's not bad. If you take them out in rough weather, quite often they'll disappear in amongst the whitecaps and waves and they're not as easily heard by the fish as well. So that's the best time to use them. And where we use them are places like up on here's our boat, our surface, our bottom, coral reef over here. The best place to use these skipping or shallow stick baits is anywhere up on the reef flats or pressure points where you're chasing species like trevally and Spanish mackerel. Because what we want this bait to do is skip along the surface really fast. And that's what the pelagics like, and I'll show you that now. So what we're going to do, I'm going to use green for this one. We cast our line out over onto the shallow reef flats because it's not sinking, so it doesn't matter, it can go across all kinds of structure. And then we retrieve it, a constant fast retrieve, skipping it across the surface back to the boat. And that's to resemble things like garfish and flying fish even. You see them skipping across the surface, and that makes a great target for Spanish mackerel and GTs. However, it can be a bit quick for things like reef fish. So if you want to use these in the shallows and you think you might have some coral trout or whatever nearby, you can just do some shorter sweeping motions with a pause in between on the way back as well, especially while you're over this reef country. After you get away from the reef country a bit, you can then just retrieve fast because out in the open water here, you're most likely going to run into GTs or mackerel once again. So that's two ways you can use the floating stick baits. And now I'm going to take you out into the field and show you how it's done. So with floating stick baits, if you're chasing GTs and mackerel, what you need to do is a constant medium to fast retrieve, resembling a garfish skipping across the surface. So it's just like a fast retrieve like so, all the way to the rod tip. Now that's resembling a garfish skipping across the surface, but that is a little bit difficult for bottom dwelling species like coral trout, etc., to have a go at because it's just a little bit too quick for them and a bit too constant. But you can also use a floating stick bait in a bit of a slower sweeping motion across the surface like so. Not quite similar to the sweep we're going to show you in the next lure because that's a little bit deeper and we're going to move on to that next. So let me just quickly show you both techniques again. For the pelagics, a fast scattered erratic retrieve all the way to the boat. And for demersal species, if you're near bommy country that is and you're not out in the open just chasing pelagics, you can just do those little surface sweeps and bloops like so. And remember, it's a little bit different to the sinking stick bait, which we're going to show you next, because that's down deeper and this is a sweep on the surface. And now we have what we call the sinking stick bait. This has always been the traditional sinking stick bait used for subsurface activities in the shallows out around coral reefs and that kind of thing. So the difference between these guys and your floating stick baits is they don't have that flat surface area there to keep them up on the surface. It's more streamlined and in like a V shape. And that's for the swimming action. Also for the swimming action, they're a deeper body and they have some scallops taken out of the side here. And this is the Madscad from Nomad. It's very effective, has a great swimming action. I prefer to use this one if I'm going to be chasing more bottom fish. You'll still get your GTs and that having a go at it, but the best thing about these is you can sink them down reef faces or the front of bommies or whatever it be, or a pressure point, and you can target the fish down a lot deeper. So you're not actually cranking it back flat out to the boat like you would a floating stick bait chasing pelagics. This guy here, what we do, simply, once again, we cast out, And then I'm going to cast it here and I'm going to let it sink down the face of this bommy so that any fish down in this region here can see it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do sweeping motions. Pause, sweep, pause, sweep, pause, all the way back to the boat. When you see the lure, you can just crank it in because you'll know whether there's fish following it or not. But in this area here, that's where it's most important. And I'm going to take you out in the field now and we're going to show you just how that works. So this is how we use the traditional sinking stick baits in the top water situations. Right, we cast him out, preferably near a crevice or a front face of a bommy, and we let it sink down the face. And then it's just a matter of steady, short, sharp sweeps back to the boat. And you'll just see that lure, you'll flick like this, stop, pause, and flick again. This is great for when you want to catch those demersal species. So I'll just show you again. Okay, out, let it sink this time. Let it sink, try different depths each time, and then sweep, pause, sweep, pause, sweep, pause, all the way back to the boat. That's the best way to use these to catch bottom-dwelling species. All right guys, now our last stick bait is our sinking stick bait as well, but it's a deep jigging stick bait. It's not a subsurface one like you'd use around the bommies. So this guy here is very similar to how you would use a vibe, jigging up and down on deep structure. Now I do prefer these over vibes because they flutter on the fall and they look really injured on that fall when fish take it. If they don't take it on the rise, they always take it on the fall. And they mimic the injured bait fish so well on the fall. So much better than vibes, I don't even use vibes anymore. So what we do with these guys is we jig them on deep structure. Here we are here in deeper water. We've got some structure out here with a few fish on it. And these guys we use just similar to a slow pitch jig actually as well. Drop your jig down and it's just a matter of jigging it up and down on the bottom and up to sort of 2 meters off the bottom. And you're chasing only demersal species like coral trout, offshore, red emperors, nanny guy, and inshore, things like threadfin salmon, barramundi, and finger mark. So a very effective lure. I use them on all kinds of species. And yep, we'll head out to the pool now and show you how to do it. So basically, rank it above the fish this time, not out on a coral reef where you're casting stick baits out wider. So it's pretty much a straight up and down technique. Down on top of the fish. And this way, with these guys, you can dance them up in any manner you like, and it'll flutter back down on the fall. And you just got to keep a little bit of slack between you and the lure. The reason why we like to have a little bit of belly in the line, because it doesn't restrict the lure's action. You can see here, I'm just letting it fall. There's a tiny little bit between me and the lure. But if you ever feel it come tight, like so, you can see that the lure stops its action because it's being held up. It needs to fall of its own accord. And even though you got that tiny bit of slack between you and it, you'll always feel the bite because you're using graphite rods and braided line. And you can feel every bite through it. So very important just to keep that little bit of slack as you're jigging it up and down, that 1 to 2 meters off the bottom. So, quick recap. Floating stick baits for top water explosions in shallow water. Sinking stick baits for top water for more demersal species, and jigging stick baits for all kinds of jigging situations in deep water. If you want to make sure you're using the right tackle to get the most out of these lures, grab our free gear and tackle cheat sheet, which is linked below in the description. And don't forget to check out our blog for even more insights on each video. Get in the great outdoors, keep fishing smarter, and we'll see you next time.